Hey guys, I'm Colt Capperrune, and this is the new third Power Citizen Gain CSR. Welcome to my studio in Nashville, Tennessee. Everything that you just heard was recorded on the brand new third Power Citizen Gain CSR. All of those guitar tracks were no EQ, no compression, no effects. Everything that you heard was right from this particular amp. This is the 40 watt version that I used on all of those tracks, and they also have the 100 watt version. This is a 2-channel amp for third Power, the very first channel switching amp for the company. All point-to-point, hand-wired here in Nashville. Super great amps. Independent reverb controls per channel. They've got 3 different modes on the dirty channel that changes the entire tone stack on all 3 modes. Very cool. A tight switch for the gain, which makes a pretty big difference. They have a bright switch on the clean channel, and it's not really your traditional bright switch. Their goal, what they were kind of going after, was they wanted you to be able to switch from a Telly to a Les Paul and still retain the kind of jangle that a Telly would give you. And they did a really good job. There's all kinds of voodoo going on behind that switch. It's not just a bright switch. The other cool thing about these amps is their patented hybrid master. And I don't know exactly what all they got going on behind the scenes, but there's definitely some magic happening there too, and they've figured out a way. It's almost kind of like a variac. They figured out a way where you can turn the volume of the amp down without losing the tone. So all of the tube saturation and all of that stuff that happens when you ramp a tube amp up, they've really figured out how to retain that, and it's amazing sounding. It's absolutely amazing. So the foot switchers are very cool. LED backlit. The LEDs match the LEDs on the amp, so they're very cool. Foot switchable reverb, like I said. The switching on these is seamless. No pops, no clicks, no dropouts. It's absolutely, it's stunning, really, is what it is. So I'm going to play a little bit for you because you heard the 40 watter on the track. So this is the 100 watter that I'm playing. Great thing about these is a lot of high gain amps, in my experience, they don't really do a super wide range of gain tones within the same channel. If you crank the gain all the way up, it kind of starts to fall apart. If you turn the gain way down, it starts to fall apart. These are absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to turn this gain way down, turn the volume up to compensate a little bit. So that is how clean you can go on the dirty channel. Which, I mean, that's incredible. All the way up, you know, to like a mid-gain thing. Still sounds amazing. All the way up to high gain. And that's with a telly. So absolutely sounds amazing. I'm going to play a little bit of the dirty channel, and I'm going to click over to the clean channel so you can hear how seamless that switching is. Now that's still on the bridge pickup of the telly. Middle pickup. I have not played very many amps that have that good of a clean and dirty inside of the same amp. You can also drive the clean channel into some low and mid gain. So we're gonna try that right now. So really versatile amp. The touch response on these amps is phenomenal. It's like the notes just kind of jump off the fretboard at you, and me as a guitar player, that's one of the things I really want. It's how I choose my guitars as well. The other thing that I want to mention real quick is the cabinet technology. All the tracks you heard on that song were recorded through their new 212 cab that goes along with these amps. If you've ever walked into an empty room before and clapped your hands or set something down and you hear a flutter, a bah, what that's called is a standing wave. And standing waves happen when you have parallel surfaces inside of where a sound is created between parallel surfaces. And that sound gets trapped at a certain frequency and bounces back and forth. Well, I've never really thought about it until Jamie at Third Power explained to me the technology. Every cabinet on the planet, to my knowledge, has all parallel surfaces on the inside of it. You got two sides, you got a front and a back, top and bottom. They're all parallel. All of Third Power's cabinets have a baffle technology in there that keeps the surfaces from being parallel. So all of that flutter that you would have in a normal cabinet that you don't even really know exists, because it's what all cabinets have been forever. You can't imagine how clean and clear these cabinets sound until you hear them. It's like you're just hearing the amp. They're absolutely phenomenal. And when he explained that to me, it was like a light bulb went on in my head. And why has no other cabinet manufacturer ever thought about this? It's a phenomenal concept. They have a 412 cabinet that kind of goes with the 100 water. And because of this baffle technology, every speaker is in its own sealed enclosure, sealed from each other anyway. They're open back on one side, chambered on two of the speakers, and closed on the other side. What that allows you to do in their 412 is run a wet, dry, wet setup inside of one single cabinet with no phase issues at all. And to my knowledge, it's the only cabinet on the planet that can do that inside of one cabinet. Anyway, phenomenal amps, phenomenal company, super cool guys. They really take care of their customers. They're amazing amps, and regardless of what flavor you're looking for, you gotta check out Third Power. Go to thirdpower.com and look up a dealer. If you're in Nashville, get a hold of them. You can go play the amps at the factory, and I hope you do, because there's something special.